Welcome to Movies, Films, and Flicks. I am Mark Hoffmeyer, and joining me is a man that just chugs some Mountain Dew so that he doesn't see the black dog while recording this episode about Black Dog. It's Adam Hodgins.
How are you doing, sir?
So was it Code Red or just Mountain Dew?
Oh, it was Mountain Dew Code Red.
Got it.
But then I felt bad because I wanted to drink period correct Mountain Dew. I wanted to drink 1998 Mountain Dew Classic.
Clear Mountain Dew.
Yeah, just the regular one. But it's too extreme now in 2021.
Oh yeah, no, it's too legit. So I mean,
you can't go back on 23 years of Mountain Dew technology.
No, you can't. I mean, Code Red was a game changer.
Absolutely. Mark, before we bunny trail, I have a question for you.
Yeah.
I have a question about the premise of this movie, which again, we do not pick movies to talk about that we do not thoroughly enjoy.
Yes.
So understand that. The whole Black Dog thing, I can't find any information. Like, I don't think that's a real myth.
No, this is a made up. It's a made up thing. It's got to be.
It's got to be. And for me, that like when like you have like Tommy Knockers or there's some or like the Boogeyman, Candyman. There's some or like Bloody Mary. There's some real myth that a movie takes and expands on. Like, I'm down with that. But them to just like make up this very emotional scene that's just nonsense. I was like, I hoped when I was doing my research that I was going to find a black dog. Like, that's a thing truckers actually have. It is not.
It's called falling asleep.
Called falling asleep.
Or headlights.
Headlights.
That's
what it's called.
It's also, okay, I just got to ask you one question before we get into the plot. All right?
Yeah.
So, real quick. You are a provincial mobster, right? In the outer Toronto area. Your name is Nico the Corvette Summer Barracuda. All right? That's your name.
Yeah. Everything you're saying is great.
You have a toothpick. You have about 5 pairs of fingerless gloves. I mean, before you became a mob boss, you worked your way up, right? You didn't inherit it. You didn't get your position at the mobster table because of, your uncle, right? You earned it.
No, I was from the streets up.
Yeah, and everyone knows that. Everyone respects you. You get a little pushback from some of the, La Cosa Nostra up there. Your normal driver has the flu, right? Can't drive. Bad flu. Like, really bad flu. And the driver will be all right. Just, you don't want this driver black dogging on the road.
You don't want him black dogging it.
So your trusted right-hand man or woman, who doesn't matter who it is, gives you a list of 5 names. And you don't know who they are, but you're just going to pick them based on their names. And I'm doing this because Patrick Swayze's movie in this is Jack Cruise. So Hit the Road, Jack. And then his last name is Cruise, Crews, cruise control, but with Cruise.
Right.
So
going on a cruise.
It's a double driving name. I'm going to give you 5 names, and you have to pick them.
Okay. Pick who I'm going to pick. Out of the 5, who I'm going to get to go on my run.
Yep. Daryl Roundtrip. Okay.
Ooh, that's like Daryl Car Trip.
Carol Cruiser. Rhodey Wheeler. Pat Vroom Vroom McClunky.
Ooh.
Or Mustang Sally.
Ooh.
And you don't know any of these people. You just got to pick it by a gut feeling, because that's how you got up in the industry. Those gut feelings of yours. I'm
going to say Carol Cruiser.
I like it.
Right. So I think someone named Mustang Sally is a little bit brash and trying too hard.
Yeah.
Carol Cruiser, she's just cruising along under the radar. Mustang Sally is going to be too flashy.
Mm-hmm. You want the red truck, not the black truck.
She would not have said, I don't want this attention. She would have said, do you have any more bells and whistles for this truck?
Yeah, exactly. Accoutrements.
Accoutrement, exactly.
So, yeah, I mean, Carol Cruiser sounds safe, right? Daryl Roundtrip, I don't trust him.
Yeah. Daryl Roundtrip was he was actually my second choice.
Yeah.
Again, I think he sounds like a guy who's trying to make a name for himself and would take risks I don't want him to take. I don't want you to take risks. Just get there and get back.
Yeah. Don't guarantee a round trip. Guarantee that you'll get my stuff there.
Yeah, I don't necessarily care if you come back.
Just get my stuff there.
Just get my stuff there.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
yeah.
That's what we're talking about here.
Rhodey Wheeler, I don't trust either. It's like Rhodey Wheeler's going to go off road.
No. Rhodey Wheeler, I'd watch his Netflix show though. There's like Rhodey Wheeler Presents. Like, I'm into that.
Yeah. Rhodey Wheeler, though, in that first chase, when Red's crew was chasing him, Rhodey Wheeler would have wrecked his load for sure. And he would have taken everyone with him. But you don't want that when you need someone to drive to Newark.
No,
now,
you just blend in.
Now, Pat McClunky. What I like about Pat McClunky is that Pat doesn't have Mustang Sally or Carol Cruiser or Dale Roantrip. I mean, Pat had to fight for the driving name and was Vroom Vroom. So,
yeah, the McClunky makes me think he's going to be slow, but the Vroom Vroom makes me think that they're telling him he's good in spite of his name.
And, it just seems trustworthy because someone added that in the middle. You don't get a cool name. Like, you don't get Carol Cruiser. That could just be her name, like Jack Cruz. But Daryl Vroom Vroom McClunky. And the right-hand man spelled that out for you to let you know that this is Vroom Vroom, but it's also McClunky.
Exactly. So he's up there too. But Carol Cruiser, I think is the safest bet.
Yeah, Carol Cruiser would love Earl's songs played by Randy Travis.
Ooh.
I mean, get along with Sonny just fine. I think Carol Cruiser's cruising. Carol Cruiser stays on 85. Carol Cruiser doesn't get off.
No. Now, Mark, I have some questions for you.
Yes.
And then at the end, I have a thing that I did it one time with you, and we're gonna do it again, and it's gonna become a tradition. But first question is, in the beginning of this movie, we come into a bit of a car chase going on, and there's a guy running gun for.
Oh my gosh! Yeah.
What was his name?
That's a big. And there's a lot of Fords in that scene as well. There's a lot of people.
I have that written down with my Ford. We're going to talk about the Fords in a second. But he makes a choice to dump the load of guns and try and get away.
You're talking about for Cutler. He's driving for Cutler, correct?
Yeah. Cutler. Yeah. And so he makes a choice to like tilt up the back and empty the guns onto the road so he can get away. Mm-hmm. If you're working for Cutler, would you rather get arrested with the guns, doing your best effort to make the thing happen, or dump them and show up to him and be like, I lost your guns?
Okay, well, we know that Cutler goes to Jack Cruz's house later and kidnaps his wife, Melanie.
Yeah.
Who, she bops her head on some stairs. Did you see that scene?
I did. That did not look like it was a comfortable stunt.
Oh, man. And she said, ow. Like, that was an accident they kept in. Megan noticed that. Yeah. I felt really bad for Brenda Strong during that scene. She stayed strong, though. But yeah, so
I'll say Brenda Strong is one of those actresses that's dynamite in everything she's in, and she always just kind of pops up here and there. It's fantastic.
Well, let's try something here. I'm Cutler, and you're the driver. Pitch both of the scenarios to me.
Yo, Cutler, look at. So in one scenario, I'm making my one phone call.
Yeah.
They got me in lockup, and they got your guns, but I tried my very best to get to the destination. I stayed true the whole time, and I'm not going to say a thing in here. If you get me out, that's great. If not, I'll keep things kosher in here. I'll be your man on the inside.
Okay, I like
that shows loyalty.
Yeah.
The other way is like, listen, it came down between me getting away and your shipment, and like I'm sorry, but like I thought I could be more value to you alive today than arrested and them having.
Oof, stop right there. It's got to be the first one.
Right? There's no way you dump that.
No way you dump that. You know what's crazy? When you said the first one, and you could be like, listen, the FBI and the ATF were following me. So obviously someone is a mole in this operation. Someone's giving info. And
there's a leak somewhere.
Yeah, exactly. But if you just go, hey, Cutler, yeah, I dumped all this stuff trying to get gone, but I still got caught. Like, you're double done.
Double done. You're done. They're going to kill you anyway. You're not even going to see tomorrow.
And I hate to tell you this, but that food truck that you owned, I blew it up. Cars explode in this world.
They explode in this world. Now, Mark, I do want to talk about the Fords because this movie came out in 1998, and it appears that the undercover FBI squadron is all driving 1991 Ford Mustang 5.0.
Yes.
Hoops.
Yes.
That seems like a bold choice to make.
I was like, wait, what years? Because Mustangs were definitely not looking like that at that time.
No, in 94 they changed to the more modern, curvy Mustangs. It was a conscious choice to like, we're going to make our guys drive these Mustangs. But unlike in Equilibrium, where like the choice to have them driving around and Dodge Spirits, it was like, okay, it's a futuristic dystopia. These were available, whatever. This just seems like a bold maneuver. And I don't know if it works for me. It took me out of the movie at that point in time.
Yeah, I saw that Mustang, and I was like, there's just so many Fords in the beginning. It really did. I started counting Fords as opposed to telling the story. Not even the fact that Steven Tobolowsky from Phil from Groundhog Day was playing an ATF agent who kills people.
That one, and he's also like in Glee, the first 2 seasons of Glee, as a totally different character. And I would say this role maybe didn't fit him the best.
No. And Charles S. Dutton as Ford, coincidentally. I like, though, that Dutton doesn't sacrifice himself to a monster in this movie. It's very refreshing.
Yeah. No, there's some good choices being made on that end. Now, Mark, I'm going to say this. This movie came out in 1998.
Yeah.
A little film that we like to talk about sometimes came out in 1997.
Oh.
And I drew a lot of similarities between these two movies.
Really? Breakdown?
No, Con Air.
Oh, Con Air. Oh, gosh. Why did I even say Breakdown? I just went to semis.
Right. But if you think about it, it's like we have
criminal.
A criminal who's now caught in a world, like a high-speed chase he doesn't want to be involved in. There's an inside man who gets killed. Mm-hmm. There's FBI agents doing the whole thing. I think we have a man on the inside, right? And there's one guy from one organization and another guy from another organization, and they're feuding about it. And there's like tiers of villains there. You don't know who to trust. I think there's a lot of similarities here, even till we get Casey Poe and Tracy Cruz. You get Casey and Tracy.
Oh gosh! And the undercover guy dies.
Yeah.
Wow, that's interesting.
So I'm just saying, watching this, I was like, I think they took a lot of their beats from Con Air.
And also, they could have pulled the truck over at any time, but they wanted to get the person. And then in Con Air, they could have just blown up the plane. But they're like, nah, camera's on there. And instead, they let them destroy Las Vegas.
Right. It always ends up worse than it should be. Right.
That's wonderful. Yeah, wow.
Now, there's also a scene I want to talk to you about, Mark. Sorry. Usually you lead the conversations and I'm along for the ride. I have a lot to say.
This is why we're doing this, because you brought this up. You said now correct me if I'm wrong. Is this not, you said this is one of your father's favorite films, correct?
It's one of my father's favorite, but to me, this movie hits me right in like my most nostalgic year.
Got it.
So it's 1998. I'm in grade 11. And so it's the summer between 11 and 12. I was hanging out with my best friend at the time, Brad Acker. And him and I would watch Roadhouse a lot. And so that movie was aged. In 98, Roadhouse was an old movie. But now the guy from Roadhouse is coming out in a new action movie. And I was like, Brad, you got to go see this. And so it was the summer of 98 was a great summer for me. And Black Dog was a part of it. So more than being one of my favorite movies, it just reminds me of a time where I was like, nothing can go wrong with the world. Mm. And so, like watching this, a lot of those memories came back, but there was a lot of things in this movie, Mark, that were, I think, very period correct for 1998 that wouldn't have worked like 2 years later or 2 years earlier.
Well, interesting.
So Jack Cruz wears a copper bracelet.
Oh.
That was like, you put the copper bracelet and it helps with your arthritis. It was one of those gimmicks.
Yeah, and your balance.
And that was like a weird thing that people believed for like a year and a half, and then it all just went away. Mm-hmm. But he's wearing one in this movie, and I don't know if that's a character thing or if that's just Swayze saying, like, you got me to do this, I gotta wear the bracelet.
And he had to take over for Sorbo, who shot for a few days and backed out.
Right, and if Sorbo doesn't want it, you got to get the Swayze in there.
Oh, got to get the Swayze.
Also, I'll say in 1998, we didn't know what hairstyles were actually cool. If you look at all like the henchmen, like all the villain hench guys, they all have like a variety of hairstyles. Some of them are rocking like the 80s balding on top and keeping my sides going. Mm-hmm. Some of them have like a full out mullet. Some of them are like, they're all over the board and they don't really know where to land right now.
I agree.
So I'm thinking that like in 98, we didn't really know what was a cool hairdo for a bad guy.
If you think about the styles too in 90s, you had the grunge phase. And then you had the large shorts phase, and you kind of had the Jinko, the oversized shirts phase. Yep. So and also NSYNC was hitting big at this time. They were like, everyone was wearing big jeans.
Everybody had like blonde highlights. There's one of the guys had like definitely dyed blonde hair, but like also a Van Dyke goatee.
Exactly. Yeah, it was just a weird time for fashion because you had the grunge, you had the kind of the hip hop element, then you had the skater kids, which were much more prevalent back in the day. So
100%.
Yeah, and
98, I rocked a lot of cut-off jean shorts.
Jean shorts were big. I mean, so yeah, I think there was just it was old meets new.
Yeah.
But a lot of the old wasn't that old, and a lot of the new was really new. So it wasn't. Yeah, you're right. There was an interesting change. Well, Matrix a year later probably helped change stuff.
Right. That the whole Matrix
Fight
became
Club.
a fashion trend.
Yeah.
Right. Now, Mark, I'm going to say this because two more things that I think are 98 exclusive only. The internet existed, but it was not in every home. No. And it was not bombarded with every piece of information you'd ever want in your life.
You'd have to wait to go check out the Stargate website.
Right. Oh, Stargate. We need to talk about Stargate. Okay. But there are some things that were kind of mysterious and now aren't because everybody knows about them. But Adam, between grades 11 and 12, partying all summer long, had no idea how to start a big rig truck up. And there's a scene that goes on, in my mind, far too long, of Swayze just flicking switches in the cab of a truck.
And I love that scene. Because
it's an incredible scene.
Yes.
But I don't think it would exist today in a movie because people are like, yeah, it's just they're making this look more complicated than it is. That's actually not how you start a big rig, X, Y, and Z. But at that moment, I was just like, this is incredible. I was getting pumped up from it.
It was beautiful. Remember when he plugged in everything into the back? The fuel line, the brake line, the air brakes.
I feel like if you were a truck driver, this was your cliffhanger if you were a mountain climber.
Oh my gosh, yeah. Or your hard rain if you were into canoeing.
Right. If you're an avid canoeer, as all Canadians are, Hard Rain was your movie.
No, but I'm telling you, we were watching that, and it was impressive. And then there was a good gag, or he didn't start it. And Randy Travis. I gotta tell you, Randy Travis is Earl in this movie.
Kills it.
He is so okay. Sometimes they're trained actors, right? Yeah. But then there's people that just have a good natural charisma to them, and that was Travis in this movie. I liked him a lot.
So I also say I think he had the best acting moment in the entire movie when he was singing badly.
Oh yeah, because he had to act.
He had to act because as a musician, it's hard to intentionally do something badly when all your life you've been trying to get better at something. So for him to be able to do it badly like that was great acting.
That's like trying to not know what you're talking about when it comes to cliffhanger.
Right. Exactly. It's like me not understanding the intricacies of cliffhanger based on a concept. Mark, the last thing that was very 1998 for me was, I think it was the last year where you could just call the FBI and say, Hello. This the FBI?
Hello, FBI.
I want to know who's in charge of the mission against the truck drivers. Put me in charge with that guy. Because that's what Swayze does. He called this the FBI? Yes. I'd like to know who's doing the truck run deal. Get me in charge of that officer. Someone died named Sonny. I don't know his last name. Just connect me.
Atlanta office, he should have said.
Atlanta office. Like, it's so crazy. But I remember watching it in 98, and that didn't faze me. I'm like, yeah, I guess you call the FBI. That's just kind of what you do.
Yeah. I remember hearing that, yeah, FBI. I mean, there's a lot of FBI out there.
Yeah. They're so, like, if I got a hold of the FBI right now and I was like, oh, if you could connect me with the officer in charge of the drug ring investigation, they've got to have like 45 investigations going on.
Yeah, I'm Pat McClunky here. You were talking about the drug ring? Yeah.
And then she goes, "What's your name?" He goes, "I prefer not to say."
Yeah.
So, anyways, those are my time-specific observations.
Okay, the biggest question I have.
Yeah.
Meatloaf is a lot of fun in this movie, right? Red.
He is chewing the scenery.
I mean, he's doing. I was trying to figure out what double chew the scenery is. I mean, he ate the scenery.
Chewing the cud.
Yeah, he was chewing the cud. Yeah, he's that person that can chew one piece of gum for 3 hours, smacking it the whole time. That's what he was doing. So immediately when Jack Cruz hits the road, Meatloaf tries to hijack the truck. Why didn't he just leave the guns out? Why didn't he just take the guns out, put those boxes in, and then just leave the truck alone?
Right.
Because they know it's Red's people immediately. He doesn't even hire mercenaries.
No, they recognize him and call them by name. Like, well, that's Steve and Tim.
Yeah, they know it. So it's, you're Barracuda, right? And you get Carol Cruiser. Carol gets 30 yards down the street, and then your people try to hijack her. It's just...
Well, and here's the other thing. Why put the guns in there at all? Just give him an empty decoy truck.
Yeah, just give a decoy truck, but maybe put the wood in there.
Yeah, you put the crates in there.
Yeah, maybe leave the guns on top, like 4 guns, so that when you open it, you're like, oh, wow, there's guns.
Yeah.
But it makes no sense to load up the guns and immediately try to rob them.
No, it doesn't make any sense. That to me, I was like, whew, what's going on here?
But I still love it.
Again, Meatloaf is so enjoyable to watch.
Those coupons
at what was it, the for luncheon to meet at the Winn-Dixie.
Yeah, he wanted 50 cents off on the thing, and he had the whole coupon collection. That was fun. It was also Junior. Junior's my favorite character. There's a scene where Patrick Swayze. So okay, Patrick Swayze gets out of prison. He gets a job as a mechanic, but he learns that during his time away, which he fell asleep and killed some people when he was driving.
Vehicular
manslaughter. So he gets back and he realizes that since he was in prison, his wife got her hours cut, so their house is going to be foreclosed and they owe $9,000. Luckily enough, earlier in the day, he got offered $10,000 and to get his license back at work.
Right.
So she's a little bummed out about it, but he immediately takes it. And that's very refreshing for me. There's no hemming and hawing. Like, no, you're not doing this. He just leaves. And that's it. And then later on, she's totally cool with him. So he takes his 10 grand, he goes to Atlanta, and he shows up at Meatloaf's place. Meatloaf chastises Randy Travis, a guy named Earl, for not bringing his coupons. And then he meets this guy, Junior. They're like, hey, this is a truck you're going to drive. Jack Cruz says, nah, that's red. I want something. I'm not Mustang Sally. I'm Jack Cruz.
I don't need a flashy rig. I need something that'll blend in.
Give me something different. So this guy, Junior, jumps down. And so I guess he's making like a little gun symbol with his hand, so thumb up, pointer finger out. He puts it up to his chest. Down. He puts it to his chest and points. And then after he points, he looks a direction. It's a kooky, weird, wonderful character bit in this movie.
Yeah.
That's my number 1 scene. And then he opens up a door later on for Jack Cruz. And he just opens it backwards. Like he's backwards and he opens it not looking towards him. It's just kooky little stuff. And I like Junior a lot.
What was the line that Meatloaf said to him when he was like, do you have any kids? And then Junior was like, well, maybe if I meet the right woman. And then Meatloaf said something and it was hilarious.
Yeah. He really, okay. What did he say? Oh yeah, maybe one day. Oh no, he's like, you're too stupid to have kids. Something like that.
Yeah. It was a real derogatory toward Junior.
Yeah, let's see. Foreclosure for Sunday Winn-Dixie meet, Junior door open, drive tractor home, toilet, 5-gallon. That's a 5-gallon flush toilet. That's a lot.
It's a lot of water.
Now, he gets the job, right, from Cutler. Because he can drive an ice truck through hell on the 4th of July. Now, does that mean, okay, we have no way of knowing. Presumably, hell is hot. Yeah. From what we've been told, hell is hot.
Yeah, it is.
From what we've seen in pop culture, right? Heat.
Yeah.
This is what you think.
From what we can tell, hell would be a hot place.
Yeah. Are they saying that it's particularly hot in July? And does that mean hell is on this side of the hemisphere? Because in other, times, July could mean winter.
Yeah, I think it's well known that July is the hottest month in hell.
Yeah. But wait, so it's never cold there. It's just really hot in July?
It's never cold. It's just always hot.
But July is especially the hottest.
Especially. Yeah, no, that's just fact.
So it's like hell month in hell. Now,
and driving an ice truck would be the hardest thing to do.
But
through there.
So he can. Okay, so you drive an ice truck. Is he just driving really fast? Because his driving's not going to keep that ice from melting.
So again, there was about 7 times where someone remember in Roadhouse when they see Dalton and like, I thought you'd be bigger was like his thing.
Mm-hmm.
In this movie, it was like, well, you sure can drive. Like they're always surprised that he can drive.
That would get annoying.
His driving just seems to be a lot of in a straight line.
It's a truck.
To the point where he says, like, you got to know when to downshift and brake. And he gives this, like, list. And then later on, he's like, remember that stuff I told you about downshifting? Forget it. Because he just drove a truck off the road. So I don't know. Even at the end, like, when he drove through that building with Meatloaf drove through a wall and blew up. And he just drove straight. But I don't know if it was, like, great driving. He was just driving straight.
I would hire the semi driver from Furious 7 who's driving that large vehicle that ends up falling off the cliff. But it's not his fault. This is a guy who's maintaining a fast speed on a cliffs on a, you know what I mean? Like, I would hire that guy. And this one, sure. Swayze just drives and he just drives in a straight line. Because trucks, I've never driven a semi. You're not going to be skylining it. You're not going to be like Brian in the fast things. Yes, you can drive a truck fast. Like, what, is Hell's Terrain bad?
I think it's pretty rocky down there. Lots of sulfur stones.
Oh, yeah. And turns. If it's Constantine Hell, it's constantly very blowy, right? It's very windy in Constantine Hell. The roads in Hell change on who you are. So if you're a guy who likes to drive straight and fast, it's very long and winding. And if you're a guy who likes to take a long winding drive, it's just a straight Autobahn run. I think it's your own personal roadway down there. So even against all odds, he could still drive it during the hottest month of July. And get it there. Last question, and I don't want to seem like I'm dunking on this movie, because I bought it. It's 90 minutes of pure joy. It is great. But watching a semi-truck drive in a straight line during a chase isn't the most exciting thing. No, it's not. In the world, right? It might be exciting if it's a bad truck driver, but not Jack Cruz. Not Jack Cruz, who's just doing his bit. No, and so, but again, they suck you in. And again, in '98, it was still the era of like, I want to watch something that I don't get to see every day. And big trucks doing stuff is something we didn't see every day. Yeah. But now we can just go online and put in Russian dash cams, and we see way better car accidents than we see in this movie. Yeah. Like, I'm not wrong on that. Like, that's the reality of the world that we live in. Now, there's something else I wanted to mention, Mark. Books on tape. Books on tape. There's a moment where Melanie and Jack Cruz are getting romantic at the beginning of the movie. Mm-hmm. And they mention, like, oh, remember the night with the candles? And Jack Cruz goes downstairs and get what I can only imagine are emergency, like, hurricane candles. They're the least romantic candles I have ever seen in my entire life. And they're on top of the fridge where the foreclosure notice is. That's where he finds it. But I was like, if I was to prepare a romantic evening for my wife, I would not choose those candles ever. Like, it was very jarring to me. It's Jack Cruz, though, man. Jack Cruz. When you're Swayze, any candles will do. Exactly. Right? I mean, as impromptu. They probably haven't done that in a while. Times are tough. They don't have a lot of money for unnecessary scented candles. Like mortgages. They don't have enough money for the mortgage. Exactly. Yeah, exactly. No. And so, yeah, it's something. It's a moment. It's a moment. But that's just an odd way to get him to the foreclosure note. It is an odd device to go get the emergency candles. I feel like that was thought of on the day, and they just, whoever, like, the props guys were like, we don't have any candles here. We'll just get these inside of this emergency kit in someone's car. What do we got? Right? It's one step above little tea lights is what it is. That's why I love this movie, though. Because at the end, after dozens of people have been killed and just chaos, and, Sonny is killed, and he has done some illegal activities, Jack Cruz. Avery comes up, played by Lorraine Toussaint, and she goes, you know what? Well, we talked to this person. After this, we'll expunge all your records. We'll get you the $10,000 that you can use to pay up your thing, and you don't have to worry about any criminal charges. Thank you, goodbye. I love it. It wraps up so neatly. Yeah, and, I mean, listen, a lot of people died because of this run. Like, there was death because of this. But, I mean, I think that's Meatloaf's fault, probably, for trying to steal a thing he just packed, which is weird. But that's what I like about it. You need candles? Just go find it. Wait, where's the letter? It's in there. I owe $9,000. Here's a job for $10,000. Right? I have a cell phone. There's a black dog in my car. I just love the convenience. It has no time for any extra fat on it whatsoever. No, so I'll say I have written down here, it reminds me of Die Hard pacing. Once it starts, there's no brakes. It's just only gas pedal. Yes. Yeah, and so I like that. Now, there's two things I want to say. There's two moments that Swayze has that I think are subtle but need to be talked about.
when they realize what's going on, there's like 2 beats of silence, and Patrick Swayze just says out loud, "We're all gonna die." He doesn't add anything on top of that or any precursor. He just says, like, "Boys, we're all gonna die. Just deal with it." Like, it's almost like he's saying, make peace with it now because we're not coming out of this alive. And I was like, it's a bit of a downer. I feel like they could have done more with that. Yeah. Also, Swayze goes full John Rambo and uses gunpowder to heal a gun wound.
Yes, he does. Oh my gosh.
That is incredible.
That and he has a good fight with a weird Confederate flag henchman. Mm-hmm. He gets like a little fight scene. Like Swayze gave it his all, man. For the material he had, he did it. He worked this movie.
No, he did. He went to work. He didn't call this in. This was not a pool paycheck. He went to work here. Yeah,
and he got his CDL license. He learned how to drive a truck. There's that scene where his wife is telling him that she owes money, and he breaks down crying. Yeah, it looks like his world is wrecked. And I was like, oh man, he's really bringing it on this. Before we go on break, I just got to bring up one thing before I forget. Okay, I worked on a lot of film sets for years, and a lot of my jobs were to deal with extras. So extras come in, you get them ready, you sign them in, you get their paperwork. They always try to go for breakfast, but you try to get them through hair and makeup. So you get them through, you get them through wardrobe first, and then so they can do their hair and makeup. You don't want to do wardrobe after that, but you get them all ready, you get them on set.
Yeah.
In this FBI office, there is so much movement in this FBI. I mean, people are in the middle of the office pointing at things going, yeah. There's random people walking with random folders. It is, okay, I've never been in an FBI office, but the amount of movement in these FBI offices seems exhausting. I mean, these people are filing, walking, pointing. It's too much.
I think, Mark, it's because it's a combined effort between the FBI and the ATF.
Oh, so the ATF are just making messes and the FBI is trying to clean up for them?
Yeah, I think they're competing for space there.
So you think it's a joint task force?
I think it's a joint task force. That's where my mind goes.
Oh, but see, all of their task force is spent on this one truck. I feel like that's one agent's job.
It really is.
Because they have a tracker in it and they have a man on the road.
Right. Why isn't Sonny driving the truck? Okay, now I want to say this. Before we go on a break, Mark, I'm going to ask you a question. Now, we understand that after you watch the movie, you understand that he's the guy who's, calling back and telling Cutler what's going on. But without knowing that information, why was Wes part of this crew?
Because Wes was there because they followed them. They needed protection.
Right, but can't Sonny just do that?
You need 2.
Do you, though? Because I feel like...
Oh, Wes was useless.
Wes was useless.
But if you had 2 Sonnys, then you're like, I get it. But if you have 2 Sonnys, that might be overkill.
Yeah. And the choice to use a Camaro, Mark, as the follow car, like a 90 Camaro, do you think that was a reference to the T-Body Trans Am in Smokey and the Bandit?
Wow. Yes. Why not?
I think it needs to be.
I mean, this movie had a $30 million budget, so it had to have. They could have bought a lot of cars.
It could have been any car, but if they used a Trans Am, it would be 2 on the nose. But a Camaro is the same F body, just it's the Chevrolet branding, and I think they did that as a subtle reference to Smokey and the Bandit.
I love it. I think so. That was perfect.
There you go.
All right, so here we go. We're going to take a quick break, and then when we come back, we will talk more Black Dog. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Movies, Films, and Flicks. And let's talk about the director of photography here. His name is Buzz Feitchens, and you got to see this guy's filmography. He has shot 43 episodes of Young Sheldon. He has done Pretty Little Liars, Community 13 episodes, Heart of Dixie. He shot 50. Whoa, did he do 51? Yeah, he did that. He did 59 episodes of Chuck. Holy crap. So yeah, this guy has been shooting. He also did McHale's Navy. Oh man. Yeah, McHale's Navy, which was fun. But he also worked on on second units on Yes Man, Pineapple Express, The X-Files, Ready to Rumble, hey now,
Nice.
Daylight, Dragonheart, Die Hard with a Vengeance, Lightning Jack. He was a camera operator on Tombstone. He was a camera operator on Mighty Ducks, Monster Squad, Stand By Me. Oh my gosh, Motel Hell. But yeah, so I mean, this guy he knew what he was doing, right? Buzz Fight Chance.
Yeah.
Now let's look at the director. The director is Kevin Hooks. And so before Kevin Hooks directed this film, he had directed Fled. He had done
Fled
Homicide.
is fantastic, by the way.
So good. Passenger 57, Strictly Business. He had done Doogie Howser, Young Riders, Alien Nation.
Young Riders.
He directed an episode of 21 Jump Street. He did V. This guy had been working since '83. And now get this. They had Vic Armstrong as the stunt coordinator, the guy in charge of all the stunts. And so I don't know how much you know about Vic Armstrong, but this guy is considered to be one of the greatest stunt men of all time. I mean, he was a stunt coordinator on Jack Ryan, Shadow Recruit, Amazing Spider-Man, Thor, Salt, Robin Hood, Valkyrie, Mission Impossible 3, Gangs of New York, Entrapment. So get this. He did these movies in a row. Rob Roy.
Ooh, yeah.
Johnny Mnemonic. Still big.
I'm in.
Cutthroat Island. Gigantic movie. Shadow Conspiracy. I don't know that one. Starship Troopers.
Ooh,
Tomorrow Never Dies. And then he goes to Black Dog. Then he goes to Entrapment, The World Is Not Enough, and then Charlie's Angels. Gigantic movies. And Black Dog was sandwiched in between them.
Yeah, huge.
So what I'm saying is, this movie, right, it's a lean 90 minutes. There are some interesting script choices. But the people who made this, the writers didn't have too much experience, but the core people that filmed it, that did the stunts and shot it and directed it, very experienced.
Yeah,
so,
for sure.
I don't think there's any shots in this movie that look bad. And it had a 30 million.
I would say that some of the shots looked different than each other. So some of the shots of the chases and stuff looked like really, really great. And I found when there'd be like a slow motion truck shot, it looked a little choppy and it looked just like a different point of view that I wasn't expecting.
And you know what? That was probably second unit that was doing. So you probably had the main unit who was just driving around with Swayze with the green screen. And then you had Vic Armstrong out there on second unit stunt coordinator driving around. So I bet you was a different DP shooting that.
Yeah, I can totally. I'm following you right now. Absolutely.
But it's just kind of crazy that this was this movie had some talent, man. It had I don't know. This movie had a budget. It had a good director. It had a good DP.
Now, you said the director or the stunt coordinator came from Starship Troopers before this.
Mm-hmm.
And so did Brenda Strong.
Yep, you're right. Wow. I wonder if she came with.
Probably. I think they were a package unit.
She rolls with Vic Armstrong.
Brenda and Armstrong and Strong. Imagine they had a film company called Armstrong and Strong.
Oh, I would love that. But yeah, okay. Another question. How, on a scale of 1 to 10, how amazing was it that Junior drove into a gasoline truck of, wait for it, ultra octane fuel?
That was named my high school metal band, Ultra Octane.
Really?
No, it wasn't, but I wish it was.
Oh, man.
Oh, man.
You just got me bad.
This summer, like 1998, I was in a band with some friends, and we didn't play any shows. We just played in Brad Acker's basement. And through the whole summer, we could never come up with a band name. I should have made it Ultra Octave.
Oh, yeah. That would
be Ultra Octane.
But the problem is, if something's ultra octane, and you could either be a very an acoustic cover band, but if you're not ultra octane on stage, you're setting yourself up for failure.
Right. But because this particular band I was in never actually played a show, it was okay. We were good.
Good call. Now,
it would have been the perfect name for us.
On a scale of 1 to 10, what would you give Sonny's gut kick to Wes inside the bathroom?
There was some good thuds in this movie, which I think amplified weak kicks, if I can say that. So visually, if you mute it and watch it, it's no good.
Mm-hmm.
Sound on, there's a good thud there. I buy it every time. But can we talk about this bathroom scene for a minute?
Yeah, with the cat. Yeah.
With the catheter scar.
Yeah.
But in the bathroom, everybody pulls out guns, except Swayze. He's got a tire iron because he doesn't want to hold a gun because he's on parole. Because he'll only break some rules when he's on parole.
Like
But
driving guns.
Right. But Sonny pulls out the weirdest looking handgun I've ever seen in my life.
Yeah, it looks like a flare gun or a gun just with 3-inch bullets.
Yeah, I don't know what it is. Like, I don't know. Like, I only based on watching movies, but like John McClane and Martin Riggs had a Beretta 92S, and then there's like Glocks in 6 hours, and there's the Walther PPK. There's like these handguns that we know because we watch film. I had no idea what this gun was.
You know what? I'm looking up on the Internet Firearm thing. Black Dog. Internet Movie Firearms Database. IMFDB. And let's see if we can find this gun. Man, people have really done this, dude. This is wild. Every single gun in here is covered. Oh, so this is a Thunder 5.
Thunder 5 handgun? I'm Googling that right now.
So it is called, takes a Thunder 5 from the weapons stash in the trailer for himself and uses it. So it's a Thunder 5 45 long Colt .410 bore. Sonny pulls a Thunder 5 out of the stash.
Look at this thing. It exists. It's a real gun. Oh, so it's a handgun that takes shotgun shells, Mark.
Oh, that's what it is.
Yeah, it takes like a 410 shotgun shell.
Oh, got it.
I don't want to have that in my hand. That the amount of recoil that thing's going to pull back.
That's crazy.
Yeah, I noticed that gun. It looked bananas.
Yeah, I saw that. I figured maybe it was, I don't know, really long bullets, shotgun bullets. That makes more sense.
Yeah.
But yeah, that's a pretty gnarly. Holy mackerel, imfdb.org.
Wow.
This is wild, isn't it?
It's a good resource to have.
I don't know why it exists, but it helped us out right there. That's for sure.
I would rather have access to that website than I would to have a Thunder 5 handgun.
Oh, that's a lot of work right there. And it doesn't really do him any good.
No, he holds it sideways, and then that's all. Then he dies.
So
he gets shot in the back.
Okay, we got to cover this. Okay, so Meatloaf.
Yeah.
Chases down Jack Cruz. Meatloaf fails. Right? Meatloaf is like, oh, rebel. Later on, when everything is cleared, Patrick Swayze gets $10,000 and his license back. What does he do? He actually, I guess he helps bring everybody down, but if none of this would have happened, he just would have delivered the truck, by the way.
I think it's like the Indiana Jones scenario. If you remove Indiana Jones from Raiders of the Lost Ark, or Raiders of the Lost Ark, the ending's the same.
Yep. Sonny would have lived.
And he just would have taken down. Like it would have been okay.
So Red shows up in another truck and chases Swayze around an abandoned shipping container area, which seems fun, by the way.
Yeah.
If I had some Geo Metros and 8 friends and roll bars and all of them in safety, I would run a course there, for sure.
I would drive to Atlanta and do that with you.
Yes, I would. Imagine that. We have our own course to drive Geo Metros with roll bars and cages and everything safety. 4-cylinder.
But do you think if we rented that out, we should just have the Black Dog convention?
Yes, we absolutely should.
Okay.
Yeah.
So it's going to make this happen.
Who's ever around, bring them back, and let's do this. But, yeah. I mean, he could have just waited at his house.
It was the most ineffective way to kill Jack Cruz.
And he waited perfectly to ram him with precision timing.
I also want to say, Mark, here's the thing. Let's say for some reason, our friendship that has been going on for years has all been a farce because I want to use you to run guns. Let's just say that's the reality we're living in.
Yeah.
Don't worry, it's not the truth, but let's just pretend for a second. And then it goes astray, and I want to kill you. I'm so angry, I want to kill you. So I'm like, how can I kill Mark? What would be the best way to kill Mark? I'm not going to challenge you to a boxing match because you're a boxer. That's what you do. And in this movie, they keep saying, boy, that boy can drive. Oof, he can sure drive truck. Oh, you sure can drive. Why does Meatloaf think he's going to kill him by driving against him?
Meatloaf does say that he's the big dog.
Yeah.
Remember when Meatloaf says, when Junior fails?
Yes.
He's like, so he's full of hubris. He doesn't think things through. So this is a man who loaded up a truck full of guns and then immediately tried to rob it.
Yeah.
So this guy he just wants to, like, he doesn't think. There's nothing thought. He just wants revenge in the quickest, fastest way possible. Like, he doesn't want to go to his house and burn it down, right? Or we'll get him one day when he's walking. He just wants to big dog him. And, big dogs got to eat.
They got to eat.
And he got blown up.
Yeah, and it was a very passive death. Swayze just drove straight and then Meatloaf died.
Yep, straight line driving.
Okay, Mark, here's the thing for you.
Okay.
Here's what we're going to do. Okay. Now, on our, I believe it was our Christmas episode, I started a bit with you where I gave you a scenario of a television show or movie. You didn't name it.
Okay.
We're going to do that right now.
Oh, no.
Okay. So, and this is actually, we're going to do a little throwback because it's going to involve one of the same characters. In this television show, it's going to be an episodic television show.
Mm-hmm.
I just got to get my giggles up before I do this.
I got my eyes closed, man. I'm ready to listen to this. I want to absorb it.
Tracy Cruz and Casey Poe meet at the GGBSSG, the Good Guys Bad Situation Support Group. So it's for young children whose fathers were good guys but in bad situations and really caused a ruckus that affected their life.
And Elijah Dushku from True Lies is there?
You know what? Let's throw her in there. Elijah Dushku from True Lies is there as well. But they meet.
Alyssa Milano?
They can come in season 2, but season 1 is just these two, Cameron, Casey Poe and Tracy Cruz. And so they meet there, and then they start up an organization to help guys in a similar situation. So each episode is a Con Air, Black Dog-like situation where there's a good guy in a bad situation, and they need to help him out of it. Like Penny to Inspector Gadget.
Wow.
What do you call that show?
Conservation.
Conservation. That's incredible.
Right? They're trying to save him.
Right. Okay, so let's do a quick rundown here.
The pro of cons.
So we're going to have Tracy
Pro.
and Casey in season 1.
Yeah.
Okay.
Alyssa Milano and...
Midway through season 1, Alyssa Milano.
From Commando.
She's from Commando, but she'll be much older because Commando was in the 80s.
Mm-hmm.
So she is revealed as the secret financier of this organization these two girls are running.
Whoa.
Okay, so she's the money behind it.
I like that.
Okay. And then the cliffhanger for season 1 at the end of it is Elijah Dushku is all of a sudden, boom, she's there for True Lies.
Oh, that's perfect.
And then who do you introduce as the main villain in season 2 at the end? Like, which one of these kids from a situation like this went the other way, Mark?
Okay, now I have a big question for you. Could it be that Red had a daughter named Purple? And Purple is a villain.
I'm clapping right now.
Purple has just been waiting because she was young when Red died.
Yeah.
And she had to, his empire went through a big change. And so she had to fight her way up like Mama and Dredd.
Right.
And so she's there, and then Purple's the big bad.
Okay, that was not what I thought you were going to say, but I like it.
You like that?
I thought you were going to say the young lad from Face Off.
Oh, the kid. Or the girl, Dominique Swain?
Castor Troy's son.
Oh, yeah, because he's just bad.
Yeah,
she could be in that too, Dominique Swain.
They could both be in it.
Yeah.
And
I just think Purple.
It'd be called Conservation Season 2, Episode 23, Face to Face.
Wow. That could be, could we make that season 3?
Yeah.
Yeah. And then because season 2 is Purple?
Yeah, no, Purple's in there. They just call her Perp for short.
Oh, the Perp.
Perp.
Oh my gosh.
Of all the ridiculous ideas we've had, this is one of them.
I mean, Conservation.
Conservation.
With Purple in season 2. Mark,
I'm making a poster.
This is a beautiful show, my friend. Wait, who plays Purple? She might be too young, right? But I like Caitlin Deaver.
98.
How old? You know Caitlin Dever from Justified and Booksmart?
Yeah. But 98 was 22 years ago.
How old is she? She was born in 96, so she was 2, and so she had to learn and scrap at 2 years old.
Right.
I mean, you can pick somebody else, but I just like Caitlin Dever because she was in Justified, and she could play a villain.
I'm down with that. I'm okay with that. I would also, if not Purple, I think that an actress I want to get in there at some point in time, because I think it would be a good fit for this quirky little group we're putting together.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if it's going to be. I don't know. I think Abigail Breslin should be in there.
Oh, she's probably seen some things.
Yeah.
She could be. I mean, why couldn't she be one of the Poes?
Yeah, like a cousin.
Yeah.
Well, we could. I was hoping we could get the actual actresses back to reprise their roles.
Oh, what about Juliette Lewis from Cape Fear?
Oh, she would make a great villain helping out the face-to-face group.
Yep. She turned big. She turned bad. Some of them turned good. Some turned bad.
And would we include Haley Joel Osment in this?
Yes, of course. Yeah. Why not?
Would Haley Joel Osment, because he sees dead people?
Yeah.
This is season 4's cliffhanger. Because he sees and can talk to dead people, he's working for the villains, but who's been pulling the strings the whole time is Cyrus the Virus.
Wow.
From beyond the grave.
Because he can listen to him because he's dead.
Yeah.
Wow. And one of the kids from Raising Arizona who got kidnapped.
Well, we could have both of them, and one's good, one's bad.
Yes. This is
okay,
good.
So this I think has a lot of legs to stand on.
Mm-hmm.
Conservation.
We have 4 seasons.
Mapped out loosely already. We
are going to be associate producers on this show. Now, before we get out of here, I just want to ask you something, right? You are you're Wes in this situation, okay?
I'm Wes?
You're Wes.
Oh no, okay, you're painting a picture. I thought you were saying I'm the Wes of our group.
If we were a crew, you're definitely not Wes, right? You're Red for sure.
I'd rather be a tire than Wes.
A tire? Well, those tires never pop.
They never pop. How's rubber? Almost new.
So, okay, we stop at a truck stop, right? I'm Earl. I don't want to be Jack Cruz. He's got a lot. Earl seems pretty carefree. That's the life I want.
Yeah, he's happy.
I want to. I look at you, Wes. I'm like, Wes, go get us some snacks. Because in this one, Wes comes back with a box of Krispy Kremes,
Krispy Kreme donuts,
popcorn, Skittles, and I think Cheetos.
Yeah.
And I'm like, hey man, get us 4 snacks while I fuel up. What 4 are you bringing back?
Okay, so I'm gonna try and because we've done this snack talk before, and I'm in Canada, so our snacks are different than your snacks a little bit.
Well, just explain them. So if you say Canadian Crunchies, just tell me what they are.
Oh, those don't exist, but we're gonna get some. So I'm gonna get the extra long super nibs.
Nibs? What are those?
Don't.
Nibs.
Nibs.
What's a
nibs,
nib?
Right?
Licorice?
Yeah, but it's not. It's like Twizzlers, but it's not twisted. It's this cherry flavored, smooth, long. You don't have nibs in the States?
I don't know, man. I don't know if I have nibs. Let me look at this.
I'm going to add that to my marked care package. I have a little care package I'm going to send down to you and your lovely wife full of Canadian treats. Nibs? But I want to make it worthwhile sending, so I'm going to add some nibs there.
No, I don't think we have nibs. We have Twizzlers here. Those are our nibs. Oh, Twizzlers nibs. We just have them called
garbage.
Oh, wait. No, there's Twizzlers nibs, but we don't have nibs. Extra long nibs.
Okay, well, you're going to get some in the mail, Mark.
Okay,
wow.
So that's what. Okay, so licorice is perfect. Anyways, licorice is perfect, right? I love that. Perfect.
But you don't actually like black licorice, right?
Oh yeah, I love black licorice.
Really?
Yeah. Ooh. Super Nibs cherry candy. Is that what I'm looking at?
Yeah.
All right, here we go. I'm pulling this up because all the ones here, it's Twizzlers.
They're like 3 feet long.
Oh my gosh, Twizzlers Super Nibs.
Yeah. How about that?
Oh yeah, those are good.
So those taste amazing. They're the best flavor in the world. But they also are long enough that it's a good chew.
Yep.
So
you can milk them.
You milk them. So they're a good road trip snack as a Super Nibs.
You're speaking my language.
Okay. I'm also going to get Reese's Pieces, a big bag of Reese's Pieces.
Oh.
Because I find that Reese, I love Reese stuff, But the peanut butter cups, 3 is never enough. I always feel like I feel like I'm ripped off. There's a lot of air in a thing of 3 peanut butter cups. But again, the Reese's Pieces, there's enough of them that it lasts a little longer and they're easier to share. Because I'm going to share with you, Mark. We're buying shareable snacks here.
And we're on the road, right? I don't want to eat a Reese's cup and be like, I want more. Because I'm not just going to pull over again. Exactly.
Milk Duds. I'm going to get a box of Milk Duds.
That's a chew heavy candy.
I'm going for like longevity of the road trip here. So you eat one Milk Dud and you chew for 10 minutes, and it's actually a weight loss candy. You lose more calories than you do when you eat one of those things.
That's how I lost 20 pounds.
Imagine we did the Milk Dud diet and lost weight. Do you think we could get a sponsorship from? Whatever company make Milk Duds?
And you don't even have to chew on them. You could just, once you get the chocolate off, you could just kind of suck on the caramel.
Yeah.
Wow. They're nougat.
Speaking of snack foods, the Lighthouse Cafe here in town had a contest this week about making stuff out of Rice Krispies that brings you joy. And so you had to make like a Rice Krispie sculpture almost and then post a picture of it, and they would pick the best one. And so my wife made a Rice Krispie map of Canada.
Wow.
And Kellogg's Canada contacted her and said, like, good job, thanks for sharing that. It's fantastic.
That's amazing.
It's a big deal. Okay, and finally, Mark, my last. I
just would have spelled out fart with the Rice Krispie treats.
That's right, and you wouldn't have got contacted by Kellogg's, I don't think.
But I would maybe the Coen brothers from Raising Arizona.
Ooh, maybe. Been good. My final snack, Mark, because I'm a nostalgic fool, and again, this movie was, throwing back to '98, which was like one of my favorite summers as a child, or as a teenager, I guess you'd call me. One of my most nostalgic candies. I don't know if you have them in the States. I hope you do. But the marshmallow bananas.
Marshmallow bananas?
Do you have those?
I don't think so. Let me look these up. Are they still around?
Oh, yeah.
Marshmallow banana candy. Whoa, Haribo bananas?
Yeah, or McCormick's is the ones that I like.
Oh, yeah. Rainbow Circus peanuts is what you're kind of talking about, right?
They look the same, but they taste like banana.
Haribo? I don't know. Oh, my gosh. Yeah, they're here. McCormick's.
Yeah, McCormick's. That's the one. McCormick's marshmallow bananas.
There's 250 of them in there.
Yeah.
Man, just pop that in the side of your cheek. You're on a roll. And it has a sticker of Canada on it.
That's how we roll, brother.
Oh, man. We're going to be snacking for days.
Right. So half of my snacks were Canadian-based and half weren't. Half were international, which is great. But that would be my 4 snacks.
You could really try some interesting blends here, too.
Oh, a caramel? A Milk Dud shoved into a marshmallow banana?
That's days of chewing.
Yeah.
Oh, this was cool. Thank you for joining me, man. This is great. This is a bonkers fest, and I enjoyed every second of it.
Mark, the reason I love doing this show with you is because I like hanging out with you. I like our friendship. I like good movies. But if you ask me where it's going to go when we start, there's never a map that really can map that out. And I think that's why we go on the same journey as Jack Cruz.
You're right. We don't know where we're going.
We don't know where we're going.
We get off the highway.
Yeah. We take the alternate route because Cutler knows.
Carol Cruiser.
Mark, this has been a blast.
Well, thank you, man, for joining me. All right, so for me, Mark Hoffmeyer, and for Adam Hodgins, this is Movies, Films, and Flicks. We'll see you next week.